listening in from beautiful Pittsburgh, PA. Hi, Tim, if you're out there.
Look at that. I wanted to play the Star Wars, like Death Star music, but we probably get
yeah.
YouTube.
It's on the mend.
It makes no rhyme or reason. Everybody that wants to do TA on this stuff.
Nah. It's on the mend.
There we go. Hold on. Send it. There you go. Keith, you should have a text. I sent it to you.
Boom. There it goes. Just came through.
All right.
Thank
Let's
you.
see who's online. If not, we can start this bad boy anyway. Not much to talk about. I'm wanting to see. We got a couple people on. Who do we got? Let's go, people. Start this thing with a few people online. And when you want to go to the Dynamo stuff, we'll go here.
Oh, back to 32. That's nice.
Yeah, I think the bleeding is done for the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it dropped below 43, we might have had the... If we ended the day at 43, we would have been going down more.
Yeah, but no real correlation to the, traditional markets, which is kind of fascinating. Like none.
Yep.
Really kind of interesting.
Yep.
Well, let's go into it. Let's just talk about it. We are Crypto Chat Live, and we got at the bottom square Shaun today with some plumbing issues. I'm on the side of the highway in New York somewhere, and Keith is in the middle.
In the crypto van.
Drinking some wine. He's the happy one right now.
Yeah. After the last couple of days, Joe, I'm drinking like screw cap wine because that's what kind of day it's been.
You know what? You'd be in a huge green if we were to listen to Shaun.
Oh, man.
At $200.
Yep.
So yeah, today the bleeding went down to, I think the lowest was 43, 31 for Ethereum. Everything kind of tanked down. Even Solana back under 200. And that was going to go up forever. Somebody was saying 600. You had the wizards over on TikTok world, the people that think they know everything on TikTok saying that we're going to go to 25 now. I think this whole thing is proving you can't read technical analysis in the crypto market. So do you think this is a dump or consolidation? Because we hit 50, bounced around, and we're pulling back. Is it just a crypto consolidation where you go back 9,000 or 8,000?
Crypto correction 1.0, man. That's old news. That is old news. If you zoom back that chart a little bit, I think you will find it forming a bit of a structured base, which is what you'd kind of like to see.
Let's go to the 15-minute or we want a 4-hour. Usually, traditionally, you go to 4-hour, right?
4 hour.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I was gonna go to like 2 days, 3 days.
I guess when I'm day trade, I used to day trade a lot. I would go to 4 hours.
Exactly. You day traders, you freaking gunslingers. Well, I think. Well, hold on. Press pause. I mean, I think that really speaks to the fundamental difference of it's a good, healthy speculation and an investor. What kind of time horizon do you have? You might be more of an investor with a mid to long term time horizon, and then your gunslinger's just in there, like you said, with your 4 hour or less turn.
It was a different time. I did it with the oil in the late early 2000s. Much different space.
Yeah.
Stefan Testa. What did the moon phase say about Sol? Yeah. Over TikTok and see what they said about that. Sorry, Shaun. Go into your theories, because obviously you're right. There is no technical analysis in crypto.
I don't have any theory. I just have, I'm gonna still stick with Bitcoin 100,000 by the end of the year, and
Wow.
definitely Ethereum 5,000 in the next month or so. There's just too much adoption. There's no stopping this thing. So.
I mean, that's valid. I mean, it could dump that this far and go. We've seen it go 10,000 point swings in a week or a month.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you had said that there's this flash crash, as they call it. No, we saw a flash crash of 50%, right? That would imply that this thing would go down to 24,000. It didn't, right? It hit a hefty, it hit a wall at 43, 44, whatever, right? Like, that's nothing in this market. These people calling this a flash crash, they're just out for clickbait. It's a bunch of bullshit. No, this is going to 100,000. This is people. The people with the big money are buying in. They're buying in low. No, it's not going anywhere.
What do you think is causing these swings, guys? Like, is there any rhyme or reason to these swings?
Fear and greed, baby.
Yeah,
Fear and FOMO and greed.
Buyers and sellers. I mean, that's what causes everything. And when there's more sellers than buyers, it goes down. But institutions can easily arbitrage this thing, and with no regulation, they're going to, right? So people who trade on too much margin or don't have a long enough horizon, they're going to get wiped out. And the people with the big money are going to ape back in, and up it goes.
And that's every market, right, Shaun? I mean, markets can stay. What's that old Warren Buffett? The markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay liquid.
Yep.
You're hurt. So.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you look at the 4 hour, we're still up.
Yeah.
I mean, huge. Not even close. It's only the 15-minute for all these new traders that are freaking out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was listening to a guy today saying, "Yep, we're going. If we drop at 43 by the end of the day, we're going to 25." By what logic?
Yeah.
And he's got like 500,000 viewers on TikTok.
No. A broken clock is wrong 2 times a day. So
yeah, that's one of my favorites.
I mean, you could say whatever you want and be right. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So Joe, what Zoom is that? What are you looking at now?
That's the 15-minute on Bitcoin. I was going between the 1 minute because I was trying to see when the bleeding would stop today. So I was kind of doing the lines, but I guess it really doesn't really matter. That's the 1 minute.
Yeah. See, already
all day.
Yeah, I think there's still only 20% of households have some kind of crypto, exposure. Got a long way to go and a lot of money in the market. So,
yeah,
I'm not worried.
No, I think none of them are worried. I think it's more fascination at how this thing swings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The huge swings that these things make. Hey, CDM, Stefan, is Dayless there? Anybody want to give any wise advice? Drop in.
Put Puncraft on the phone. Put Puncraft on.
Puncraft. Maybe he's not here today. That's why the markets are dropping.
Yeah, it's probably it. Hey, you know what? It's funny, Joe. I thought about you. We were chatting earlier in the day, and I think you said you sent around the note that Musk had allowed or sent out the release that they were going to accept ADA.
Mm-hmm.
And that still tanked hard today, right? I mean, it's still down +5.
It's sold a little bit, yeah, but the whole market's down. Everything still follows Bitcoin. Makes no sense.
Right.
You don't
That's
see
why
Home Depot drop and the whole stock market drops because the Home Depot drops.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see, like I said, some sort of divergence. Like I said, I want new terms. We should come up with our own terms.
Mm-hmm.
Different segments of the market, micro caps.
Honestly, they're all coins until they start becoming their own coins and move on their own.
I think that's it, right? It's all altcoins, right? It's Bitcoin and altcoins. So eventually, you're gonna have the FANG stocks or whatever, right?
Right, there you go. Yeah. That's what I want to see. I don't like this Bitcoin versus all business. I want a little more nuance.
Well, look, we're 10 months into this revolution, right? If you will. I mean, when did this whole thing start? December maybe November of last year. All those things need to be panned out still. So.
Dayless, sell it all, crashing. Oh my God.
Debbie Downer, Dayless. Debbie Downer. Dayless Downer.
Yeah, look at that. No, I'm like, oh, there's some stuff I wanted to buy up before and I didn't. Maybe it'll go down a little bit further for me so I can just get a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
If it goes back up, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not upset. It just gives me another shopping spree.
Yep. 2008 housing market.
Yep. Sell your neighbor. CDM. Wave function. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. Bitcoin's down to 40 with the Bitcoin BTC dominance down to 40. It's still dropping. Ethereum's still at 18, so that's a good sign Ethereum hasn't dropped.
Yep. Although Ethereum did turn deflationary for a little while with all the NFT craze. They actually had a net loss of supply for a couple of days because there was just so much activity. So that will impact the market cap, right? Fewer coins at the same price lowers the market cap. So I would expect to see their market cap grow more slowly. And Bitcoin, I don't know when's the Bitcoin halving next year sometime, so you'll see that go down as well. But I would see Bitcoin under Ethereum in the future for sure, in terms of market cap.
Yeah, from market cap, but not price.
No,
I mean, I don't see us having a winter, a crypto winter again. There's too much money being piled in. Yep.
So, Shaun, what do you think it would take for another coin to become maybe not the premier, but to challenge Bitcoin in that world of just store of value, right? It's just perceived store of value. Is there any coin, or do you think there's any vector for another coin to actually challenge Bitcoin, or first mover status, plant the flag, dominate the space, like it's it until the end?
It's just the memes, right? I mean, I think that's it. It's all about recognition at this point. So things like Dogecoin or those kinds of things, celebrity endorsements, those are the only ones I think that could possibly do anything with that, because it's all about public awareness. So,
How do you think it's going in El Salvador tonight with this little dump?
Screw cap wine for them too.
Yeah. Oh my God. But with the Lightning Network, Bitcoin is becoming faster to transact. And it's so funny. It's supposed to be a store of value, and then now out of nowhere, they're trying to make it a currency again.
Trying to get transactional value. But remember, Lightning is a centralized layer 2 solution, so it's not really dope. So I don't know. I think they sold out on that. It's kind of bogus.
So Joe, you got to throw Vincent's comment up there on the screen, because he stole my thunder. I was going to say just that when we were slagging all the other coins. Good old Dynamo not caught up in
here trying to pull it up so we can. It is up for the month.
That's right.
Failed to mention, I let Keith, you go with it. Here we go. Boom. There we
go. Can't keep a good coin down. That's what I always say. But yeah, there's a lot of good things happening, and I like to think that word is getting out there and getting a little bit of traction, and people are starting to vote with their wallets, as they say. And yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a rally, and it's our job, it's all our jobs to continue that for the benefit of the entire community. And I think honestly, when the community and the market see what Shaun's developing with our MMO game, I think that will build a lot of excitement, and then we will really press play on a lot of the marketing. And it's a really exciting time, and that's right around the corner. So
yeah, it's nearly time. Already have a few ideas about marketing lined up. We definitely should talk about them on the Monday call and action some of them. I'd like to throw a few $1,000s into doing some marketing at this point. I think we've got enough enough of a story to tell, enough product out there, enough of a good user base that when people start coming into the Discord channel, there will be all the regulars there that will help other people get onboarded and help to tell the story and give them a good feeling that, hey, yeah, these guys have been around for 3 or 4 months and they're doing lots of cool stuff. We've got the foundation set now with the game in particular. I think we're ready to start marketing. So, yep, that's important.
Not doing bad considering it's only a few months old, and we're just getting the game up now.
Yep.
Robot Shaun creating all this.
Yep.
Yeah, and Joe, we'll be working with you and me and at Tim Beggy. We'll be getting a call hopefully this weekend to kind of put some finer points on some of that effort. So
yeah,
going to need your help.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think we do well with some YouTube advertising to get more viewership on our videos, only because that will get us into the rotations and that gets much wider audience from the impressions, the organic impressions. We saw that on a couple of videos when we got into a rotation. A lot of impressions, and I did see some people coming in. Some of the Twitter marketing is working. We've got 500 or 600 Twitter followers now. That hasn't led to a lot of engagement in Discord though, and I'd like to see that. Maybe we can do some airdrops or something to get more Discord people, because I think that's where the interactive community really engages. So I'd like to try to found that, and then of course advertising the game. Right, we want to get people playing the game. So. Mm-hmm. Once that technical demo is published, I don't know, maybe tonight or tomorrow, then we can start advertising that. Now I think we have enough stuff out there that we can really start that.
So you want to go into the wallet or the game wallet real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big warm up. That was a big tease it up. Let's go, Joe.
All right, guys. So this is Shaun has the game wallet out. So this is just you can't go into our Dynamo wallet and do this yet, right? Or is this in there already?
This is the upcoming version of the play to earn game. So part of the game is a wallet itself. So the game is a wallet, and the wallet will store your Dynamo earnings. So it's a Dynamo mainnet wallet, just like the web wallet or the Qt wallet. Or any other full node based wallet. This is a non-custodial wallet, so the keys are stored on your computer. We don't store the private keys. Nobody else knows them except you, which means if you lose them or you forget the password, it's all gone. So don't do that. The workflow is very similar to the web wallet, where you create some entropy. This screen allows you to click on some random buttons and move a slider around, and then enter a password for your wallet, and then it'll generate the seed.
I'll go to the seed page.
Yes, to the seed. So it'll generate the seed. When you click on the reveal words, it'll give you your 12 recovery words. That's slide 3. Yep. So this should be very familiar to everybody who's ever used any kind of non-custodial wallet. You'll get your recovery words. And when you continue, it'll ask you to confirm your words. There's a place where you can pick. It picks 4 random words and asks you to make sure that you got them correctly. And then once you confirm, you are in the sort of main screen. Yep, that was it. The capture. Yep. So this is kind of the main screen. And you can see at the bottom, there's a wallet address and there's a balance. The balance is 0 because it's a newly created one. But that wallet address is a valid Dynamo mainnet address, just like any other address. You can send coins from it. You can send coins to it. You can swap coins through using the BEP20 token, and I've added a couple functions there. You can see swap Dynamo for wrap Dynamo and vice versa. And you can even mine to it if you want to point a miner to that address. The coins will show up there. Those coins, which are, again, Dynamo mainnet coins, those coins are used to purchase land and to purchase characters. The first plot of land, if you will, is free. So that's going to create a low barrier to entry for the initial characters. And the characters that you can purchase, the initial characters, we're going to price them in US dollars. We're going to make them be very cheap. I don't know, 50 cents or something like that. So the price, yeah. For the first 1,000 customers.
All right, exactly. Come on now.
Yeah.
We'll always, Shaun.
Yeah, we'll always keep it cheap, but because we don't want to ever price people out of the market. But for the initial characters, so everybody will always be able to play. Basically, is the idea. We want hundreds of thousands of people playing this, so we're going to make it cheap. Now, if you purchase the initial characters, you may not win a whole lot of combat matches, and so you'll have to work to level them up. But it will be cheap for the early adopters. And the purchase land plot, I literally finished like half an hour ago. So this allows you to create a name for it. You enter your password to confirm that you want to purchase it. And then when you purchase it, there's actually, I hadn't really thought this through. There's actually a few different steps that need to happen in order to make the purchase on mainnet. Because you really want to make sure that there's no cheating, right? You don't want other people to be able to spend your coins. And so you see these steps on the right-hand side here where it actually does, this wallet actually does send coins. It submits a transaction to the mainnet network. It waits for it to get confirmed. In this case, it waits for 3 confirmation blocks. And then it redeems it with the MMO server. And when it does that, the MMO server checks to make sure that what you say your transaction ID is actually money from you, so that nobody can kind of game the system. So all those steps are all now done. For the rest of this evening, I'm going to work on allowing players to actually enter their land. So after you've completed this purchase, it'll show up back in that main menu. And then you can click on that button. You call it Whoville or whatever, right? The first button that says Claim Plot 1, that'll change to the name of whatever you call it, right? So you call it Whoville, and you click on that, and then you'll be able to enter your plot of land and walk around. And I don't know, might be able to do a couple of things. But the tech demo that I'm producing is basically the ability to purchase land using Dynamo mainnet, which is a lot. There's a lot in that already. So I'm happy that I got all that done, and it's very stable. Got all the kinks worked out. So that's really the gist of where we're at on this. But now that all the foundational stuff is done, the ability to make a purchase in the game, now we can start to work on the fun stuff, right? Like doing the combat and doing the missions and the crafting and all that other kind of stuff, right? So, so that's going to be the next phase of it.
And again, Shaun, you said, all of this is super exciting, and again, big kudos. And there's going to be a decent stable of characters that players will be able to choose from, right? We're not talking about.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm thinking the initial, I'll call them, tier 0 characters that will be cheaply priced. 3 or 4, right? That will be what we go out with the kind of beta version of the game, just to keep it simple. But then ultimately, I would say 50, somewhere on the order,
right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, different playable classes with different abilities and different ways to upgrade them, and talent trees and all those kind of cool things that you expect from an MMO. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm really happy that I got this piece done. There was a lot of little twists and turns, and I was able to leverage a lot of work that I invested in the web wallet. It's funny. I ended up wrapping all of the web wallet functions, all the JavaScript that's in the web wallet is actually in this game client. There's actually a browser that's hidden on this screen. and the browser is loading the web wallet and poking stuff into it and pulling stuff out of it. And so I felt a lot more comfortable about using that kind of paradigm because it was very stable already, right? Like we had already tested the web wallet a lot, and a lot of people have used it for swaps and sending coins back and forth and stuff like that. There's a decent amount of usage on the web wallet, and that seemed pretty stable. So I was really happy that I could reuse that technology instead of having to rewrite everything. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, we're well on our way to having a functional tech demo again in the next few days or so. I got a couple. I got to move my warehouse on Sunday, so I'm a little bit distracted. But next, I'm wide open. So I'm going to spend a ton of time on this as well, and tomorrow.
Any questions from the gang out there on the game, or we've kind of went over a lot of them already, but.
And there's going to be no limit, right, Shaun? I mean, you could buy 20 characters, right? You could buy 50 characters. You could buy 100 characters. There's really no cap or limit in the game.
No, the only thing is, I think the way that we incentivize people to upgrade in the game is to have the land be limited in the number of characters that it can store. So like the free land that you get, you can maybe store 3 or 4 characters, something like that, right? And then you have to upgrade your land to get better housing or something else in order to store more characters. Or you can purchase a second plot, and then you can store 3 or 4 more in that. And I envision that there will be like tiers of plots. So the tier 0 plot, right, the public housing option is very simple, right? It's just, it doesn't have many resources and it has a simple house and doesn't store too much in it. But then you can take those plots and upgrade them, and you can pay, say, 20 Dynamo to go from tier 0 to tier 1, and 50 to go from tier 1 to tier 2, whatever, right? And as you upgrade each one, you can get more benefits from it. So there'll be more resources or more storage of characters, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm.
So like basically plot 1, you get like grass.
Yeah.
And like plot 2, you get maybe trees for lumber.
You can try,
right.
Mining and fishing and all that other stuff. Yep, all those kind of cool things. Yep. So basically, it's like expansion packs. The more you pay, the more you can enjoy the game. Basically.
Right.
Yep. Necro.
And yes, the Necro Pet Lab. That's like level 6. Let's be fair about this. You don't just get that right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And Vincent was asking about the link to the game. Well, it's going to be inside the regular wallet. The link will be there when it's up and running.
So it's on the web wallet, and definitely we will obviously be blasting that link everywhere. It's on itch.io, but it's actually right on the homepage of the web wallet. It says play to earn. You click on that, it brings you to the itch.io page. But yep.
CDM, if you buy a lot of characters, that could eventually be something like a team, and then you can initiate getting scholars like an Axie and have them play in behalf of you so you can earn more.
So I thought about on the higher level land that you could have something like a barracks or a mercenary or something like that, where you can hire computer characters to play for you. And then it becomes this kind of feedback loop where the more you hire, the more you can earn, and so on. So yeah, definitely thought about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the Merc. That would be cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you have to get a tier 5 land before you can like build a mercenary hut or whatever, and then you have to hire the mercenaries with some kind of resources. You can create all these kind of tech trees around that stuff. It's a lot of fun and engaging.
Dayla said this sounds like a missions kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And CDM, he likes the idea because he thinks it gives an equal chance to everyone.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you don't have it be where whales are the only ones making any money, right? It shouldn't be pay to win, right? You still have to have a chance to make some money, even if you pay very little. Now you're not going to make as much, obviously, but we don't want it to be where only the whales win. So,
CDM says mercenary. Now I want a Van Damme character.
I mean, that's actually a great idea, right? Like if we could get, some kind of celebrities to sponsor characters or something, right? That would be pretty cool. That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Well, you just change the name just enough so it looks like them, but it's not them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Dyne.
Mhm.
Yes, there you go. Put Dyne at the end of everybody somehow. Absolutely agree. Everyone should have a reasonable entry point and a path for success.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely. That those are a lot of the mechanics that we obviously have to work out, and that's part of what play testing will be and all those kinds of things. But look, we got to raise some capital to hire developers to work on all this stuff. So I think that's part of what we have to talk about on our Monday morning call is how we're going to put together 25 or 50 grand to get this thing on the road. Maybe we do a Kickstarter is an interesting idea as well. Where we can sell if you give $25 or $100 or something, you get. We probably can't give away Dynamo because I guess the Kickstarter probably prohibits crypto, but you could give away characters or land or something like that. But the more interesting thing about that would be that it would give us a lot of exposure, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the project gets on the front page and everybody starts learning about it, maybe they don't invest, but they click on the link and see what's going on. Maybe worth doing some of those social raises as well, GoFundMe or whatever. I don't know.
Dayless, so NFT node infrastructure.
Yeah, we got to get the game going first. Yep.
Dayless likes the Kickstarter idea. Sylvester.
Still alone.
Sad.
That's a good mercenary name. Solitary figure. But yeah, we should look into the Kickstarter thing, Shaun. That should be part of our chat Monday.
A lot of games are launching off of that, particularly NFT-based games like what we're doing. And there's a lot of scams that are out there too. It's amazing. Some of these things that make $60,000, $70,000, and it's just like total stock marketplace assets with no hope of ever being anything. You look on YouTube, there's a bunch of these games that are being called out for never ever being able to be viable, and people raising money. It's kind of crazy.
But hey, you get a T-shirt and a logoed water bottle out of the deal.
Yeah,
so.
a Yeti, right?
A Yeti, exactly.
EDM, just an idea. If we invite personalities to put in their characters for others to buy, they could launch it as an NFT. Yes, it's just made to program it and create that.
And let's be clear, actually, about this. So the land and the characters are NFTs, right? We are leveraging our NFT infrastructure to do the transfer of these assets. Yep.
And Dayless says he doesn't want the game to get ahead of the NFT infrastructure.
Yeah, proof of storage is going to be complicated. The whole idea about a self-healing virtual RAID is not trivial. I need a lot of time to think about that. I'm probably going to need some help designing it and programming it. So that's going to take a little while, but we can do it. And we want to do it. I think that's there are projects out there that are selling storage and doing okay. It's a cool thing, but yeah, we got to be careful about that because we don't want to lose anybody's data.
Yeah, I'm going to turn Dayless into an NFT. Dayless, get in my wallet.
Somebody had to. If they didn't, I was going to do it. So thank you.
Got a lot of good comments today. A lot of good interaction.
Yeah, and Vincent's right. Yeah, that one, Joe.
I read that earlier today. It's it's a lot of vaporware. It's interesting, and you hope you hit the lottery like that. And I wish that we could, and maybe we're well positioned to. Right? Look, there's 100 projects like ours. You got to make enough noise to get this thing right. And yeah, it's a great thing. Solana has done quite a bit of, and as have other blockchains, has done quite a bit of hackathons and that kind of thing to get adoption on their blockchain, right? They've got enough noise in the marketplace where they can attract people. I wish we could do this thing. So that's part of what I think that's part of what this is, right? That they're getting developers to build stuff on their blockchain, and they're giving them money to do it. So yeah, I think that's a cool thing. But they're building on Solana, so not really relevant to us.
Yeah.
Non-functional trash.
Progress and simulation.
I love non-functional trash. I'm gonna remember that one.
There's a lot of that in the market. Non-functional trash, like 80% of it, 90% of it.
Yep.
Now we went to the Harry Potter thing yesterday. 3 days.
How was that?
It's insane.
Is it good?
This being in a virtual world, like another metaverse, you're literally there. I didn't even care if it was Harry Potter or anything. You're on a broom, you're flying around, you literally think you're flying, and then you go in another room, you're walking around, you think you've walked like a half a mile, but you're in this 20 by 20 space the whole time.
With a VR headset?
Yeah. And they put things on your feet, your hands, your head. Everything that moves, you're in the game.
So does the floor move underneath you, Joe? Or if your legs are how do they handle that? That's always the challenge.
The headset's on. Your brain thinks, like we thought we were walking on little rocks in the water, and you hear the water, there's wind blowing past you, and they like push water on you a little bit, so you think you're there. So you're stumbling across rocks. You're on just the floor. It just makes me think of this, and a virtual, it's very soon. It's going to be you're in another metaverse. It's going to be a Dynamo metaverse.
I love VR. It's just, the adoption is not there yet. The number of headsets is still in the low million.
I know.
Maybe, it's just not.
For that fact, shooting network television, I'm shooting 1080i because what is it? 2% of the public has 4K TVs. Everybody talks 4K, but we're shooting 1080. You're shooting 2K.
Yeah. And VR requires a large space, right? It's, you need at least 6 or 7, let's say 50 square feet. You need a big chunk of space that's clear to run a VR. It's a little bit of a commitment. So I love VR, wrote a couple of VR games. It's just time has not yet come.
Well, soon there'll be a Dynamo VR.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it.
Knowledge takes it in.
Mm-hmm.
If we were Harry Potter, Shaun would be like Harry, and I would be Ron, and you could be Hermione. All right, fine. I'll be Hermione. You can be Ron. I don't care. Either way.
Try to see what else we got here. We're about 40 minutes in.
Yeah, I think that's good.
When do you think we'll have a first time where we can actually just play the game? Who's Dobby?
Who's Dobby?
Yeah,
nice.
Hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to push out a version that has all these changes incorporated into it. You should be able to create a wallet, just like we did. You should be able to get the free land, claim your free land, and then enter that free land and walk around. That should be the whole thing. And that, that will, if people do purchase additional plots, those will be preserved. This will be a production database. We're not going to erase anything. So this will be sort of the first, call it alpha or whatever, but it will be production, and we won't. Whatever people do this thing will.
Even Sammy agrees in the background, barking.
I know you heard that. Yes, for those around the world, that was Sammy saying "Bye Dynamo" in dog language.
Yep.
So Shaun, I'm actually really keen to see some of the quests and the graphics, right, and the activities around, the hero quest, like fighting whatever zombies, banshees, or who the heck knows, doing these tasks. I think that's the exciting bit. I look forward to seeing a bit of that.
Right. All that we've done so far is all the boring foundational transactional server stuff, right? It's all this really drudge work that has to be done that leads up to all those cool graphics.
Yeah.
And we need to produce some of those cool graphics just as teasers to say this is what it will look like, so that when we go to do something like a Kickstarter or whatever, that they can see that it's not functional.
Oh
But,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, we can definitely do some of those. They have like camera fly through or short video snips or whatever. But yeah, we should build some of that as well.
It looks like
Cool.
the bleeding has stopped for the day in the crypto markets.
Nice.
So our job here is done, right, Sandra?
Huh?
Our job here is done.
Yeah, our job here is done. You made the markets rise again.
That's off the bottom. All right.
We'll see what happens tomorrow, because it is hitting the weekend, and weekend it likes to go down, especially on Mondays for some reason. Makes no rhyme or reason, but Mondays are a dangerous day. All right. Well, anything else, guys? I always like to look at it at the end, see if we're. I hope it drops a little bit more. I want one more sale.
Yeah, you want to get in, baby.
Yeah, Walmart sale. One more Walmart sale.
Yeah, that's right.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm just sitting on it.
Yeah, but it's fun for me to find the deals. It's deal shopping.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buy it on sale, man. Buy low and sell high, but people often confuse the two.
Yeah.
Says they're going back to stocks. Yep. All right. Well, let me get back on the road and get home. I'm on the middle of the highway somewhere in New York.
I'm surprised, like the police don't pull up behind you, and like, sir, are you okay?
Every once in a while they'll pull up, and then I'll show my little on assignment thing. I won't show news.
Hey, give me one of those.
Nice. Give me one of those.
Helps out a little bit. All right.
Cool. All right, gents.
Bye, guys. Shaun the Brawn. Game name. Buy the high, sell low. All right, guys. We're going to let you go. Game might be out tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. Hope so.
All right. Later.